Hello everyone, and welcome to our Imperial Destroyer Russian campaign for Empire Total War. Imperial Destroyer is a fantastic overhaul mod for ETW. It adds a ton of great realism to the game that was very absent upon its release. It takes vanilla, throws out the rubbish that was part of it, and puts in some fantastic extra add-ins and historical things that really make the game what it should have been on release. The mod is quite similar in a way to Empire Total War 2 and Imperial Splendor in terms of the way that it really changes, upgrades, and overhauls the graphics in the mod. The graphics are fantastic in this mod. They look great, they're very crisp, and the effects are brilliant as well. So I definitely recommend you give Imperial Destroyer a try. This video is actually a subscriber recommendation. In the mod vote video, our subscriber Heinrich, he recommended we do Imperial Destroyer, and he also suggested either an Austria or Russian campaign, but I figured Russia is something that is fairly rarely played on YouTube, and absolutely nothing, I think, for the Imperial Destroyer mod, at least as far as I know. It's quite an interesting starting position. Russia in the beginning of the game in 1700 is fairly weak economically, so you really have to build up the economy. And the army is not as advanced as its Western counterparts, because Russia is still growing into a blossoming European power. We're going to be making sure that we can stand up to things like the Swedes, because in Imperial Destroyer here, we actually start off at war with the Swedes to represent the Great Northern War at the start of this mod. Our country also doesn't have as many regions in a sense, because we don't own Ukraine here anymore. That's owned by the Hetmanate. So we're going to have to probably get that back at some point, as I'm very sure they will most likely break their alliance with us, as they seem to have done every time I've test played this campaign. We're going to play a short one. No, we're not actually, because look at that. There's no victory conditions. We're going to play a world domination, which means capture 144 regions by the end of 1899. I'm pretty sure that gives us a good amount of time to do that. We need to hold Muscovy and Ingria. I do believe Ingria is St. Petersburg here, which is owned by Sweden. So we will have to capture that indeed. And the start year is 1700, and Muscovy, as its rulers have previously called it, is a sleeping giant with age-old traditions and ways of doing things. Here, the feudal way of life has become so entrenched that the serfs are as tied to the land as cattle, and with almost as few rights. It is a vast, deeply conservative and religious country. Mother Russia and the Orthodox Church are the two pillars of national belief. The Tsar may be the father of his people, but by tradition and practice, he is a stern parent. Ivan the Terrible was well named, and he has not been the only ruler with an iron will. Russia needs a strong hand controlling the Third Rome, the true home of Christianity, according to the Orthodox Church, after the fall of Byzantium. Isn't that saucy? We're going to be doing normal because the difficulty is absolutely insane. And of course, as with the Empire in general, hard is basically just giving the AI cheats to beat you, and it's not fun. So we're going to go ahead and jump into the campaign. Not going to have CPU moves and no battle time limit. Let's see how this goes.
Your first priority should be to secure yourself trading ports in the Baltic and Black Seas.
Sounds
through the
good.
conquest of Ingria and the Crimean Khanate, respectively. This will effectively facilitate trade with Western powers.
Indeed.
But in doing so, you may fall foul of the increasingly expansionist Swedes, to say nothing of your old enemy, the Ottoman Empire.
No.
As Europe moves forward into a period of enlightenment, you would do well to modernize the social and economic structure within Russia.
Yeah, probably should.
Improve trade routes with the West and foster good relations with Britain, France, Austria, and Prussia, updating your armed forces in line with their latest military doctrines.
Indeed.
In terms of expansion, the lands of Poland, Lithuania, directly to the west, could easily become part of a greater Russian empire, as could the regions of Scandinavia, should Sweden force a war and be defeated.
Saucy. Well, there we go. Now, welcome to the Imperial Destroyer campaign map, where we for some reason start with 0 treasury. Not sure how very historically accurate that is, but that's how we begin. We are using several gameplay options for this, because Imperial Destroyer does remove a lot from the game in its attempt to kind of cure the vanilla disease, but there is some stuff it takes away that I enjoy. So I'll put a list in the description of all the different submod gameplay options that we're using for this campaign. But off the top of my head, I know I have gotten the square formation back. I like my square, so I brought that back in. I have also gotten all the diplomatic options except for the region trading. There will be no region trading because that is absolutely disastrous. It's annoying. One of the other things is a missionary technology. It eliminates the need for church schools and priests and all that, and it basically converts you automatically by researching the missionary technology. In this case, it would be Orthodox for our Russian campaign. I also have the increased ammunition mod. Gives us more ammo on the battlefield because we're going to be using the less accurate shots option, so people won't die as easily as they do in regular Imperial Destroyer 6.3. Those are the ones I remember off the top of my head. Go ahead and check the description, of course, for the entire list of the gameplay options. But first thing we're going to do here is we're going to merge these armies here. Gonna get Boris a little bolstered, because the Hetmanate is going to break its alliance with us. I'm pretty sure it does it almost every time. So we are going to need to prepare for a little war. Prince Repnin, we're going to pull him back to Moscow, just because the Swedes are here, and the Swedish troops are really superior to ours. Like their line infantry here, their accuracy is 40. However, our accuracy is 35. We do have a melee advantage. We are a bit better in melee, and we have 1 more point in morale than their standard line. So I guess we have that going for us. Let's move our spy up to St. Petersburg, see if we can wreak some havoc. And we've got Ivan the spy here, and we're going to send him down to the Crimea. Who else do we have? We also have Mr. Kissin. He's going to go kissing the Hetmanate. He was caught kissing them. Oh dear. Policies. People are upset. We're going to bring the taxes down and probably swap out some ministers. You are incredibly astounding. You are a brilliant minister. We're going to keep you. You're not very good. He's more of an army guy. The navy guy is just absolutely rubbish. We're not even going to deal with that. This guy is actually even better. Let's put him in the army. How are you? You're good for the head. So we'll make you our head. Let's see. Nah, you're going to lower happiness. Let's go for these two. Which one is better? This guy is younger, so we'll go for him. We'll put him in the navy. There we go. And we're going to try doing some trading as well. Some diplomacy. See. Spain. Spain has lots of gold from America. Satisfactory indeed. That's pretty much it for our overseas trading now. Let's see, there's Georgia. Let's try and be friendly with them. Good. We got trade. And I don't think the other people are going to trade with me. Like the Crimea, I don't think. No. No, they're not. They don't like us very much. Oh, well. Let's check our list here. Oh, yes, we have a gentleman. Let's put him into Yaroslavl and start researching some stuff here. We should go for empiricism, because it gives us +1 per turn to town wealth. It also enhances national prestige. But the big thing is it lets us build a college. And we're going to be upgrading our school to a college. So that's going to be very beneficial. We have no navy. Oh well. We do have this random armed citizen thing here, so we're just going to disband that. We don't need that floating around. Everybody else has been tickled around with. Fantastic. Everybody's moved. I think we're good to end the turn. Let's go. Oh, Austria wants an alliance. Our mutual gain indeed. Benefits to all. Oh, Portugal wants to be our ally. Everyone wants to be our friend. Fantastic. A sensible decision. Alliance broken. What's happened? Poland and Prussia have broken. So have Hanover and Prussia, Hanover and Austria, Venice and Austria, the Ottomans and Moldavia, the Ottomans in Crimea, Ottomans in France, Hanover and the Dutch, Spain and Bavaria, Spain and Portugal, the Dutch and Hanover, Courland and Saxony. Oh no, Courland broke their alliance with us. Poland and the Hetmanate, Crimea and Turkey, Persia and Turkey. The Dutch and Spanish are at war as usual. Yep, Austria and the Ottomans are also at war too. They're going to be smacking each other about down there a little bit. Right, let's get Boris to just sit on the road there. That'll be fairly good for now. Prince Repnin do indeed return to Moscow. And we can start recruiting some troops. So we're going to want some line infantry right off the bat. That seems like a beneficial decision. Let's also get some militia down here in our border towns, because the Khanate of Khiva over here is at war with us. It's a mass desert. I don't think they're really going to come through, but at least we have some troops down there. And the troops from Don Vorsko, we're going to send them to Boris's army here on the road to Kiev. Use them as a bit of fun. What else can we do at this moment? Not an incredible amount. Let's find maybe a building that's worth $1,000 that we can build. Ooh, vineyards, plus 375 to region wealth. Absolutely. We can actually build up some of our small peasant farms here. They're like $600, so we'll use that leftover money. Go ahead and get our gentleman in the school there. Terrific. Let's see, our spy. Yes, Alexei. Go and play about with some Swedes. We do like Swedish meatballs, but we want to have them for ourselves, you see. Can't share them with them. Gotta be ours. Let's try to assassinate their general. It worked! Okay. So, he got +1 to subterfuge for assassination missions. I think that's glorious. That's all our spies, right? No, we have this guy, Ivan. Send him to the Crimea. Do some investigating. Right, send the turn. Ah, another gentleman. Oh, he's been made up here at Arkhangelsk. Saucy name. Get him down here to the school as well for now. Trade agreement cancelled with Britain. There it is, the Hetmanate broke our alliance. They also broke their alliance with Crimea. That's interesting of them. Peter the First, oh boy, global tax income went down a bit there. The Julian calendar, what is it? Though to many observers, time in Russia passes slowly. This year it is actually contrived to go backwards by over 5,500 years. Well, then that's saucy. For time out of mind, Russia has used an Anno Mundi calendar, based on the creation of the world, as pinpointed most accurately by Pandorus of Alexandria in antiquity. This calendar puts New Year's Day on 1st September and holds the current year to be 7208. Wow, that's a bit ahead. However, the Tsar has recently returned from an embassy to Europe and decreed that Russia shall henceforth adopt the Julian calendar in use there. The Julian calendar is a Roman system modeled on the tropical year, beginning on January 1st and lasting 365 days, with an extra day every 4th or leap year. In addition, the numbering of years has also been changed to the Anno Domini system, beginning from the accepted birth year of Christ. With Russia's prestige rising as her stature among her Western allies grows, the Tsar is doing away with the complexities of converting between calendars that previously led to embarrassment on the battlefield where allies would turn out to fight weeks apart. Oh boy. Believing they were to converge on the same date. Oh. Whereas the Tsar has made the change an official mandate across the empire, it has not yet been acknowledged by the clerics of the Orthodox faith, who continue to use the original system. Why am I not surprised? Okay. We still got our recruitment going, so we don't got to worry about making troops at the moment. Oh, except here. Petrovskaya. Let's make some. And also get the governor's residence. Let's get them up there. And then we can do some more cheap farms. By the looks of it. So where's one? Here's one. There we go. Let's go ahead and play around with our spy again. Assassinate. Ah, he was detected. That's sucky. Let's try to sabotage the barracks in St. Petersburg. He was detected. Well, that's unfortunate. Try and stunt Swedish troop growth there. Let's spy on Crimea. Okay, let's try and assassinate. It was successful. I like doing that just to knock them out of the game for a little bit. They get a really good commander and then they just disappear because they got knocked off. Indeed. How much are our trade ships to build? 2,413. They are not cheap. Okay. Interesting. Well. Yes. You people. All you people. Indeed. Interesting. Let's go ahead and end the turn. Prussia wants to be our ally. Absolutely. Why not? Peasant farms. Saucy. Recruitment has been done. Poland and Moldavia broke their alliance thing. Julian Calendar is back again for some reason. Let's go ahead and recruit some more line and a 12-pound gun. That one actually has the ability to do canister shot, so that's very good. Okay, we got this militia down here. Let's go send them up to Boris. Terrific. We should probably get some more cavalry too for him. What should we send him? Don Cossacks? Yeah, they sound pretty saucy. Let's do it. Let's send him some Don Cossacks. What else are we able to build at the moment? We should be able to... Yeah, another governor's residence. Oh, and we can make another farm too. There we go, another peasant farm. That should be pretty good. This guy. Assassinate? It worked. Yes, indeed. And he got another +2, so that's pretty good. He's getting the nice experience there. Right, I think we're good to end the turn again. Agent executed? Oh no, that was the guy up there. Ally. Austria's attacking France. Decline, unfortunately, at the moment. France and Bavaria broke their alliance, so did France and the Papal States. Saucy. We got our militia built up here now. Let's keep building more. Captain Kidd. He has been brought to justice on 5 counts of piracy and murder. Isn't that saucy? We're still building stuff. Indeed. You know, I'm tempted to build a trade ship up there. Just because I want to try and make even more money. I mean, why not? Why not? Let's try it. Let's just try it. See if we can actually get it somewhere to start making money for us. Yes, let's Let's build up that. I mean, I think it should be able to make us some money somewhere. There'll certainly be some extra supplementary income. We should be good. Right, let's end the turn again. Oh. Courland wants to be our ally again, and they're going to pay us 240 gold. Sure. Would you look at that? Captain Kidd again. Ah, yes, our vineyards have been made. That is going to be some spectacular additional money. Let's keep sending troops to Boris, including, I'd say, 3 additional line infantry. Yes, that'll be quite good. And then we'll make more line infantry here, and another 12-pound gun. Those are expensive to upkeep. They really are. But it's going to be giving us canister shot, and we're going to need that in Moscow as well. Just because of the situation we have ourselves in with Sweden here. Let's see, are we able to build up any more of these town buildings? Yes, governor's residence there. And that's pretty well it again for what we can do this turn. Let's try and infiltrate. He was detected. I mean, we know what is in their army, and I'm pretty sure I know how many troops it is, but it's just the fact of doing it. Let's send the spy up to Sweden. I would prefer to be able to see what the Swedes have got in there, and then sabotage some of the buildings, especially the barracks. Stunt that troop growth. Here we are again. The smallpox inoculation. People are being inoculated so that we don't all die of the disease. Traits gained. Oh yeah, -5 recruitment cost for all land units, and +2 management for army admin. Well, that guy is just glorious. Right, let's try sending our trade ship off to make some money. I guess West Africa. I guess that's where it's gonna go. Oh, it's gone. What? You mean it didn't have to sail all the way there? Huh? What happened to the ship? It's en route. Oh. So it just goes. It doesn't need to sail all the way there now. Interesting. Let's build another then. That's intrigued me. Is this an easy way to make money? Build some farms over there. Because we're still in the recruitment process. Let's again merge all of you people with Boris. And fairly soon we should be capable of attacking Kiev. Ah, we have another rake. Fantastic. Let's send him up to Finland. Try and cause some more trouble there. A new town. Oh, good. Let's make a school of it. Smallpox again. And that pretty much used our money. So, that's sucky, but let's go build a farm. It is definitely imperative that we get some good research going, so I don't mind it as much. Send 2 more line units down to Boris. Then we should have, yeah, we have our Don Cossacks here now. Then once we get that into the army, we should be good to go for an attack. Sabotage? No, couldn't do that. Oh well. Let's... Where's our other spy here? He was going... There he is. Ivan. Go sabotage the barracks in St. Petersburg. See, look at those troops. Finnish pikemen. Osterbotten's regimente, something. The regiment of nasty squids. Ah! Empiricism has arrived. That is fantastic. What else can we get over here? I would say go for the improved animal husbandry next. That'll give us plus 2% wealth generated by farms. And a reduced chance of food shortages. Which is great. This already helped our economy quite a bit just by researching that empiricism. There we go. Now we're doing pretty good on troop establishment. Once again, we will send this guy to West Africa. Yeah, so it just arrives by itself. Interesting. That is definitely very interesting. And that's definitely making us a bit of money. Olga. Olga is the new royal heir. Looks like we're going to have a queen or a czarina next, an empress. Yeah. Let's continue sending this guy to Finland. And this spy, Ivan, is going to go blow up their barracks. Hopefully he manages to. Mr. Kissin is going to kiss the barracks. Unfortunately, we kissed that idea goodbye. Because he got caught. Stupid. I guess we really should focus on getting more troops in Moscow then, eh? Get a regiment of horse. We'd probably use it. And that farm. That should be pretty good. So we really have to balance out troop recruitment. It's incredible, really, how much we have to do. We should be good to go for the Hetmanate in 3 turns, I'd say. It takes 2 turns for the Cossacks to get in the army, and then 1 for them to be able to march there. Oh, look at that. That is the end of the episode. Interesting. So, anyway, thank you very much for watching. It's greatly appreciated. If you would like to, please subscribe. It helps get the channel name out there and grow the channel. Also, if you wish to do so, you may also like and leave a comment below. Leave a comment of a custom regiment name or ship name that you would like to see us use in this Let's Play here as Russia. Thank you very much for watching. Ta-ta.